says, from Penny, in a nutshell, the HNGX, that's Horizon Online, application is not removing duplicate transactions, which may have been recorded twice in the audit server, and they are appearing in the ARQ returns. For the old Horizon application, Riposte automatically removed duplicate entries. An initial analysis shows that 1/3 of all ARQ returns, since the new application has been in play, have duplicated transactions. If we scroll down, please, to the second entry in this log, we have an entry from Penny Thomas. She says, while performing an audit retrieval for branch, and it gives the branch details, duplicate transactions have been found, and it gives the date. Initial analysis shows that duplicate records are held in 2 different audited TMS files. Scrolling down the page, the final entry on the page from Mr. Bains. He says as follows on the 22nd of June, the way it works is that it processes all the results in a given file, building up an internal table of transaction sequence for that file. Then, at the very end of the processing, the file, it dumps the internal table and gives details of the table. It does not cross-check the transactions in one file against another file. And he outlines 2 solutions that are possible. There's an easy solution. As each transaction is processed, a check is made, and if it's already there, the transaction is ignored, writing a warning to the query log. The problem with this solution is that a query needs to be made to the database for every transaction. And then he describes a more difficult solution. If we go over the page, please. The internal table, which at the moment is built up on a per file basis, is changed to being built up on a per query basis. The check for duplicate transactions is then done within the internal table. This is a much more thorough approach, but will take much more work. And then there's an entry on the 22nd of June 2010, and it's outlining the details of a fix to this problem. If we scroll down, it describes the impact on the user of the issue. It's about halfway down this page. Thank you. Impact on user. It's almost at the bottom of this page. It says, occasionally, duplicate transactions are listed in the spreadsheets produced and presented to court for prosecution cases. These can give the defence teams ground to question the evidence. 22622. The officer in that email refers to an earlier witness statement from Penny Thomas, and we have that earlier witness statement. It's dated the 28th of September 2009. And this is very much like the pro forma that we saw earlier. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
If we look at page 3, for example, about halfway down, it has the words Preston Road branch, and it gives that's the insertion of the particular branch into the pro forma. And then that final paragraph, for example, is the one that we saw from the 2008 document into the pro forma. Yep. And here we see it in an actual statement. Over the page, please. We have the various controls that apply. We've already looked at those in the pro forma. And then over another page, please. And we have below that, please, over the page, at the bottom of this page, we have that paragraph that appeared in the pro forma. There is no reason to believe that the information in this statement is inaccurate because of the improper use of the system. To the best of my knowledge and belief, at all material times, the system was operating properly. or if not, any respect in which it was not operating properly or was out of operation was not such as to affect the information held within it. Now, when we began today and you looked at the pro forma, I think your evidence was you didn't see a problem with that paragraph. Having gone through all of the various issues that have been identified, would you yourself sign up to that form of words?
No, I wouldn't.
And why not?
Because of all the issues that have been identified.